There we go. Hi there guys, I'm Roscoe from Airsoft Europe at NUPROL. I'm here with the guys from NLAIRSOFT, and they've had a very successful show. They've been at the Airsoft meetup and doing all their things they usually go around and do, bringing you really good news. I'm good friends with the guys there, and every year they come and spend a bit of time with me on Monday so we can go through everything that we're doing. You've probably seen a few videos about, because I've done quite a few interviews, so but I'm really going to go full bore on this one and do a complete overhaul. So, where to start? I'll start with the batteries because they're at the front. So, at NUPROL we've been working on battery technologies now for about 2.5 years, and we were the first company to introduce the 1450 milliamp 7.4 and 11 volt LiPo. This has been a revolutionary product for the airsoft market because it's so small and powerful, and it fits into pretty much every gun on the market, which is really cool. And they've been very popular for us, and I think a lot of people have adopted them as their main batteries now. We also offer a wide range of batteries as well as those standard. They're our sort of our flagship batteries, but we also offer the extreme ones and now Lifeys, but I'll move on to those in a minute. So from last year we announced that we were working on, we had some prototypes and we showed them off a little bit but not much, and we announced that we were working on some new technologies to allow us to integrate incredibly high milliamp power into LiPos, but still make them available to fit into most, nearly all AEGs. So here we have one of my favourite batteries, the 3300 milliamp 7.4 volt LiPo. Now this thing's really cool because this is, I call it the all-day battery, because you're going to get all day's play out of it and possibly more. Very stable, because obviously by the time you finish using it the cells aren't even half discharged, so it's very stable battery. As you can see, it's relatively thin, considering it's a 3300. There is none like this in the world, so this is a brilliant battery. We've got these available in 11s as well. Obviously that comes with a third cell. So this is brilliant for CTW, PTW users, things like that, or very power-hungry guns, support weapons, things like that. They're changing the game for quite a few people. So we have a whole new range of batteries. I think we now have over 64 batteries or LiPo batteries in our range, and this is one of the new ones. It looks very standard, but again it's slightly smaller than any of the others, only marginally, but this is well, it's really the AK stick battery. Okay, so this will fit into an array of AKs, you know, all the likes of VFC, LCT. LCT was actually one of the products that we were testing the fitment of these on, because personally I've had many LCT weapons over the years, and I actually caught fire to one of my guns by accident once by slamming the top of the AK receiver down, and yeah, the battery was a little bit too large. So these are very important because they slide straight in. They also fit into an array of other weapons, but really these are for the AKs. They're 1200 milliamp, 20C, pretty standard stuff really, but again just very sturdy, good quality cells, very good price point. We've also, this is quite exciting for me, the airsoft industry has been playing around for years making the transition over to LiPo from NIM, and it's sort of like now making a move again before it's even finished, hopefully over to Lifey, because Lifey is lithium ferrite, LiPos are lithium polymer, so they're both lithium based batteries, but they're slightly different in the way they work. They have a different voltage cell, and they're still pretty early technologies, but we wanted to try and bring them into the industry as early as we could, because you know they're pretty cool, because they're actually 9.9 volts. So obviously you have LiPos are 11 or 7. The problem with that is some guns don't like 11s because they're a little bit too juicy, and a lot of guns are pretty poor performance on 7. And obviously you can have a higher discharge rating, C rating, to try and get that speed up a bit, but ultimately they're still 7 volt or 11 volts. So these are brilliant. They come in at 9.9 volts, as I said. These are 1100 milliamp. They do last considerably longer. actually, milliamp wise than LiPos do. The great thing about these is they're almost using two technologies, in layman's terms, to explain simply. You can run them flat and then recharge them. So unlike LiPos, where it is if they fall below a certain cell voltage, they are, yeah, basically you need to buy a new one. So these, brilliant, run them flat, doesn't matter, hook them back up, charge them again. They use a balance lead. You can charge them on, not all, I don't think, I'm not going to say all because I'm not 100% certain, but most smart chargers have a LiFi setting. So if you don't need to go out and buy new chargers if you've got a smart charger and stuff like that. These smaller, cheaper, balance ones are LiPo only though, so don't use them on that. We are going to release a similar model for that very soon. So that's the battery range. That's just a little selection. But we'll move over now to, this is another pretty cool product. We've got our new, just a little taster really, because we're going to be moving into this side of the market soon anyway. We've got some very, very exciting products coming in terms of tactical gear. We'll make some more announcements on that very soon. But this is our sling. So, very simple, 1-point bungee sling. But what was very important about this is the quality level is fluctuates in Airsoft. You have very cheap, the clips break, the straps break, very frustrating, or you have to go and buy a very expensive real steel sling and then you'll be fine, but again it's price. Price point on these is absolutely fantastic. They're designed for Airsoft. They use very, very high quality clips and clasps, and you can see from this, I mean there's no flex in those clasps, they're not going anywhere. Clips are at the highest quality. They're not going to go anywhere either. We use a standard HK clip loop. So again, fits most weapons. Adjustable, 1000 Dora, so very high quality. It's a sling, there's not really much more I can say about that, but a very high quality sling. And they are available in black, green, tan and multi-terrain. So we will be bringing more stuff to that range very soon. This is just our first little teaser into the market of that really. So moving on, I will move on to the eye protection. This is we've got a lot of fans of this stuff out there now. Very, very important part of the industry for me. Something that frustrated me personally and the guys at NUPROL and IWA Europe was the fact that there's pretty much zero safety, any form of safety standard in Airsoft for mesh. Okay, now a lot of people will say, oh, don't use mesh is dangerous. Right. Personally, fair enough, I understand the risks. I've used mesh for many years, I've also used lenses. Yes, there is.
Ross, what are you doing, man? These are sexy products. You need to present them in a sexy way.
No, I need to do the safety.
There has to be sex all over this table, you know, erotic, like, try these BBs, because these BBs are hot, they're awesome. If you use these BBs in your airsoft rifle, you're gonna get off the field and babes are gonna be throwing their panties at you. This is how you do it, Ross.
It's a very unorthodox way of marketing. I have to, well, maybe I'll try and spice things up a bit, but thank you for that interruption. I don't think we'll edit that out. That was quite funny. So anyway, we got these. The mesh is double the thickness of the standard mesh. The frames are high impact polymer. They're not going to break or fracture. We've got this. We put the bar through the centre for extra durability. They're the only goggle in the world, mesh, to be CE certified. So the first ones in the world. They carry the CE mark on the box. They also carry the CE mark on the inside there. Very boring, I know, but very important at the same time because it's very, safety's paramount. And as I was saying, you have obviously BBs and can sometimes possibly fracture and go through, but I feel that's one of the risks of mesh really, and that's up to the end user. But I would like to offer them the safest way to use mesh, and that's what we've done there. These are available in tan, green and black. We also have the smaller models available as well as the large ones. So yeah, that's the eye protection. We'll move on to NUPROL UFP. This stuff's really cool. This is UFP stands for ultra flat paint, so that's exactly what it is. It's an ultra flat paint. So this is very durable. It's a permanent finish, unlike a lot of brands out there. The idea behind it is that airsofters want to achieve a certain look with their airsoft guns that, although would be temporary on a real steel weapon, doesn't necessarily need to be temporary on an airsoft weapon. So that's the idea behind these. They're available in black, earth brown, khaki and OD green. You get quite a lot for your money. These are pretty large tins, about 450 mil. So you get quite a bit of paint in there, enough to do a weapon at minimum, probably do another one as well. So these are now available all across Europe. Obviously they're launched in America as well. They're part of our American lineup for NUPROL USA. So yeah, definitely give them a go. If you think about painting your gun, they're perfect. We'll just move over now to, it's pretty exciting for us, we just launched these actually, our BB range. So our BB range, a lot of people know already. We're always improving it, always making it better, and I'm very excited about them. I think the colour was crazy. I think we're crazy for doing it, but that's us, that's NUPROL, we're crazy. And we just wanted to be able to people to see the different weights in their magazines and things like that. So I think it works very well. Obviously the pink ones people think we're crazy for doing those, but I don't think there's anything less manly about using the pink BB. I think they're pretty cool. So they're just the standard, the 2s, the 2.5s and the 2.8s. We also offer a wide range of heavyweights in white as well, which is very important for snipers. When you go above 3, really, that's what they're going to be used in, or DMRs. So the white's very important so you can follow the path of the BB. Cool, yeah, so these are our new tracer rounds. These have just been released about 2 weeks before the show. They come in 2, 2.5 and 2.8 and 3. Which is really cool. First ones in the world, 0.28, 0.30 gram. Great for gas blowback rifles and pistols. Really excited about them. They're very, very bright, even the 2.8s and the 3s. So these are the 2.8s and the 3s here. Really excited about you guys using these, especially for gas blowback rifles. So looking forward to some feedback on those. But really guys, obviously we'll be working on a lot of new projects for WSOF Europe as well. Obviously NUPROL has experienced vast growth over the last year, so that's why I've got so many products in front of me. But thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Keep it posted on NLAIRSOFT. Also, personally, the guys at NLAIRSOFT have created a fantastic application for the iPhone and the Android, and actually the Windows phone, which I was very happy about myself. I spoke to the guys there, and I use a Windows phone, and I always feel a little bit left out, to be honest with you. But it works great. So download that app. All the news is there all the time. Always be at the front of knowing what's going on. They're great with push notifications and stuff like that. So download their app. It's the NLAIRSOFT app. Go on their website, view their videos. Make sure you're following them on Facebook. Really good guys, known them for years, doing a great job. So thank you for taking time to watch the video. I'm Roscoe from WSOF Europe and NUPROL, IWA 2015, and I'll see you next year.